He's not meant to have that hassle and go on television. No.
Hello everybody and welcome to Warden House's makeup room.
Hello Mr. Cameraman. It smells.
I've got the one that I want to use in your hair.
I haven't got this. Hello! I'm an umpire. I'm half finished umpire. Me too. Hello, sister. Becky. Becky. God, I'm taller than you. Hey.
Stop learning, please. The floor's going.
Right, you know, let's have this.
Lips together. You are done, my dear.
That's my mummy in the play. Hi. dead.
No, you're still soggy.
Look, his eyebrows are... Daniel, put the camera down for 1 second.
Yeah, go on then.
Sophie's getting...
Yeah, she's only got one eyebrow. You too. You're not very good at doing this.
Welcome to a tale of a delicious adventure in a wonderful land. Well, you can tell it's delicious. Can't you smell it already? Oh, how I love that gorgeous smell. Well, you've all heard of Cadbury's.
Yes.
Roundtrees, Fries, Nestle, Wonka.
What's Wonka?
What's that you say? What's Wonka? Why, Wonka chocolate, of course. I admit that Willy Wonka's chocolate is fair new, but it's also the greatest chocolate ever invented. Why, Willy Wonka himself is the most amazing, most fantastic, most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. He's invented things like, say, why... I'm not going to tell you what he's invented. You came to see for yourself, so let's do just that. Before I do, I should perhaps fill you in on what's been happening around here lately. Because Mr. Willy Wonka makes the best chocolate in the whole wide world, three other chocolate makers known as Mr. Picklegrubber, Mr. Prognose, and Mr. Slugworth sent spies to work with Mr. Wonka in order to discover his secrets. Wonka favourite is ice cream that never melts, chewing gum that never loses its flavour, and candy balloons that can blow up to huge sizes. With a pin or a mark. Mr. Wonka didn't know what to do. He didn't know who the spies were, and if he continued to operate his factory, all his secrets might be stolen. So he did the only thing he could. He sent all the workers home and closed the factory. You might think this was the end of Mr. Willy Wonka, but no, sirree, not him. After months and months went by, the factory suddenly began operating again. Nobody knew who was running the place. Nobody ever went in, or nobody ever came out. The only thing that anyone could see was shadows dancing around in front of the lighted windows. Mighty strange. Well, anyway, to get back to the story, soon there was a big article in the town paper saying in order to sell a lot of candy once again, Mr. Willy Wonka was running a contest. Yes, sir, that's right, a contest. It's secretly wrapped onto ordinary wrapping paper, under 5 ordinary candy bars, golden tickets. These golden tickets were said to be found anywhere, in any shop, in any street, in any town, in any country in the world, upon any counter which Wonka's candies were sold. The 5 winners would tour Mr. Wonka's new factory and take home enough chocolate for the rest of their lives. Now that, my friends, is where our story begins. 4 of the golden tickets have already been found. Oh, by the way, would you like to meet those frolicky people? I think they're here somewhere. Augustus Glue. Right, Augustus Glue. Chop, chop, chop. I love chocolate. Food, food. This golden ticket is what I'm going to eat and eat and eat. Chop, chop, chop. Well, folks, that was our first lucky golden ticket finder, Augustus Glue. Let's see now if the lucky girl who found our second golden ticket is here. Oh, Violet. Violet Beauregard.
I'm a gum chewer normally. When I heard about these ticket things with Mr. Wonka, I laid off the gum and switched to candy bars in the hope of striking it lucky. Now, of course, I'm right back on gum. I just adore gum. I can't do without it. I munch it all day long, apart from a few minutes in meal times, when I take it out and stick it behind my ear to say feeding. To tell you the honest truth, I simply wouldn't feel comfortable without that little wedge of gum to chew on every moment of the day. I really wouldn't. My mother says it's not ladylike, and it looks ugly to see a girl's jaw going up and down like mine do all the time, but I don't agree. And who's she to criticise anyway? Because if you ask me, I'd say that her jaws are going up and down almost as much as mine are, just simply getting at me every minute of the day. Now, it may interest you to know this piece of gum I'm chewing right at this moment is one I've been working on for over 3 months solid. That's a record, that is. It's beaten a record held by my best friend, Miss Cornelia Prinzmetal. And was she ever mad? It's my most treasured possession right now, this piece of gum is. At night, I take it out and stick it on the end of the bedpost, and it's as good as ever in the morning. A bit hard at first, maybe.
Thank you, Violet. Such a wonderful little girl. Well, the third golden ticket is found by another lucky girl, Veruca Salt. Is Veruca here now? Veruca?
Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket. Oh, yes. Here it is. As soon as I told my father that I simply had to have one of those golden tickets, he went out into town, started buying up all the Wonka candy bars he could lay his hands on. Thousands of them he must have bought. Hundreds of thousands. Then he had them loaded onto trucks and sent directly to his own factory. It seems a all they do, those women, they sit there shelling peanuts all day long. So he says to them, "Okay, girls," he says, "from now on you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling wraps off these squares and candy bars instead." And they did. He had every worker in the place yanking the paper off those bars of chocolate, full speed ahead from morning till night. But 3 days went by and we had no luck, and it was terrible. Each night when my father came home, I would scream at him, "Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket!" And I would lie on the floor for hours, kicking and yelling, in the most disturbing way. And then suddenly, on the evening of the 4th day, one of the women workers yelled, "I've got it! A golden ticket!" So he says, "Give it to me, quick." And she did. And he rushed it home and gave it to me. And now, and all smiles. And we have a happy home once again.
Thank you, Veruca. Isn't she a lovely girl? Now, our fourth and last ticket was found by a boy named Mike TV. Wonder if Mike's got his ticket with him. Right, Mike?
Of course I've got a golden ticket. But why can't everyone leave me alone? What's watch television? I'm sure it shows every day. Even crime officers no shooting. I like the gangsters best. They're terrific, those gangsters. Especially when they start pumping each other to the legs, or flashing the old stilettos, or giving each other 1, 2, 3 with the lucky dust. Oh boy, we wouldn't give to be doing that myself. It's a life, I tell ya. It's terrific.
And that, folks, is Mike TV. Sorry for bothering you, Mike. Now we're going to take a look at the hero of our story. Charlie Buckin's family. This is the home of Charlie Buckin's family. 7 people live here, and only 2 rooms and only 1 bed. So you can see that life is extremely uncomfortable. These 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine. And these 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mrs. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa George and Grandma Georgina. The bed was given to the 4 old grandparents because they're all small and tired. And of course, they're all over 90 years old. This is Mr. Bucket. This is Mrs. Bucket. They and little Charlie Bucket sleep in the other room upon a mattress on the floor. As you know, it's going to be very cold in the winter time. They can't buy a better house because they don't have any money. And there aren't any better jobs. And Mr. Bucket is the only one who can work. And well, he lost his job a few weeks ago. Yes, it's very sad, but the toothpaste factory has closed down. Without Wonka's chocolate factory open anymore, nobody ever got cavities. Nobody ever needed to buy toothpaste. And well, you know how it goes. Oh wait, gee, I almost forgot. This is our hero, Charlie Bucket. Charlie's a nice boy. Of course he's been starving lately. In fact, the whole family has. I'm worried about Charlie though. Well, did you know that Charlie is so weak that not eat? He walks slowly instead of running like all the other children. Well, we said far too much already. Let's see what's happening at the Bucket House. And we'll see you later. Well, I see 4 silver golden tickets. I wonder who the 5th lucky person will be. I hope it's no one like that repulsive glue boy. Or the spoiled Zach Baruch Sultan. Or the beast cat that bubble popping private Beauregard. Or even such useless like as that TV boy. You know, it makes you wonder if all children behave like this nowadays. Like these brats we've been hearing about. Of course not. Some do, of course. In fact, quite a lot of them do. But not all. And now there's only 1 ticket left. Quite time. And then sure as I'll be eating cabbage soup for supper tonight. That particular ghost, some nasty little bitch.
save that 10p.
Yes, and that really was a shame.
But think how Charlie enjoyed the candy. He loves Wonka chocolate. He didn't really act that disappointed.
No, he didn't.
He didn't act disappointed because he's a fine boy and he wouldn't want any of us to feel sorry for him. Why, what boy wouldn't be disappointed? I sure wish he had found that golden ticket. I'd do anything for that boy. Why, I'd even... Mum! Dad! Grandpa Joe! Grandpa! You'll never believe it! You'll never believe what happened!
Good gracious, Charlie, what happened?
Well, I was walking home. The wind was so cold and the snow was blowing so hard. I was looking down to protect my face and... Go on, Charlie, what is it? Well, there it was, just lying there in the snow, kind of buried. I looked around, no one seemed to have lost anything. So I picked it up, wiped it off, and I couldn't Plus, he seems to know an awful lot about Mr. Wonka and what's happened to him.
Well, he's been an important man in this town for a good long time. A lot of people said some unkind things about how he closed down the factory. But I always knew that he had his reasons. Actually, I'm quite excited about this whole golden ticket thing. It's a good excuse to see what is going on in that factory and how he's running it.
Speaking of the golden ticket, Grandpa Joe, I know it sounds silly. Can I read it one more time? I know it sounds silly, but this whole thing seems so magical.
Sure, Charlie.
Let's see now. It says, greetings to you, the lucky finder of this golden ticket, from Mr. Willy Wonka. I shake you warmly by the hand. Tremendous things in store for you, and many wonderful surprises await you. For now, I do invite you to come to the factory and be my guest one whole day. You and all others were lucky enough to find my golden tickets. I, Willy Wonka, will conduct you around the factory myself, showing you everything there is to see. And afterwards, when it is time to leave, you'll be escorted home by a procession of large trucks. These trucks, I can promise you, will be loaded with enough delicious eatables to last you and your entire household for many years. But if at any time you should run out of supplies, you've only to come to the factory and show this ticket, and I shall be happy to refill your cupboards with whatever you want. In this way, you should be able to keep yourself supplied with tasty morsels for the rest of your life. But by no means is this the most exciting thing which will happen to you on the day of your visit. I'm preparing other surprises which are even more marvellous and more fantastic for you and all my beloved golden ticket holders. Mystic and marvellous surprises which will entrance, delight, intrigue, astonish and perplex you beyond measure. In your wildest dreams you cannot imagine such things could happen. Just wait and see. And now here are the instructions. The day I've chosen for the visit is the first day in the month of February. On this day and no other, you should come to the factory at 10 o'clock sharp. Don't be late. You're allowed to bring either one or two members of your family to look after you and to ensure you don't get into mischief. One more thing, be certain you have this ticket, otherwise you will not be admitted. Signed, Willy Wonka.
And look, Charlie, and today is the 1st of February. And look, Charlie, we're here already. And I guess everyone else is arriving together. There he is. That's him. It's Willy Wonka.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Let's see now. I wonder if I can recognise all of you from your pictures in the newspaper. You're Augustus Gloop.
Huh? Oh, yeah. This is my mother and my father.
Delighted to meet you all. Delighted. You're Violet Beauregard.
So what if I am? Let's just get on with the whole thing, huh?
And you must be Mrs. Beauregard. Very happy to meet you. Very happy. And I think you are, yes, you're Veruca Salt. And you must be Mr. and Mrs. Salt.
Don't shake his hand, Daddy. It's probably all sticky and chocolatey from working in the factory. After all, he does only run a little factory. He's not important enough for you to bother shaking hands with anyway.
You're my TV. Enchanted to meet you. Yes, enchanted.
Come on, I'm missing all my favourite TV shows.
And we're the TVs. Pleased to meet ya.
Overjoyed. And you're the boy who found the ticket just yesterday. Congratulations. Charlie Duffy, aren't you?
Yes, sir, thank you. And this, sir, is my Grandpa Joe.
Howdy, Mr. Wonka. Real pleased to meet you.
How do you do, Mr. Grandpa Joe? How do you do? Well now, is that everybody? Why, I guess it is. Now, if you'd all like to follow me, our tour is about to begin. But please stay together. Don't wander off by yourselves. I should hate to lose any of you at this stage of the proceedings. Dear me, no. That's right. Through this big red door, please. It's nice and warm inside. that door there. Thank you.
Turning left, turning right, turning left and turning right again for a whole hour or so. When are we going to eat? I'm hungry. I want to eat right now. You'll hear me now.
Did you notice, Grandpa Joe? We've been going downwards for the longest time.
Yes, Charlie, I think I heard Mr. Wonka say that all the most important rooms of his factory are deep down below the surface.
I wonder why.
He said think about all the most some of the rooms that we are going to see are enormous. Some are supposed to be larger than football fields.
Here we are, everybody. This is the chocolate room. This is the nerve centre of my entire factory. It's the heart of my whole operation.
But I don't see anything over there but a river over there. Where's the food? I'm hungry.
And just look at those enormous pipes. There must be 10 or 11 of them. I wonder what they're for.
Gee, Mr. Wonka, what's wrong with your river? It's all brown and muddy looking. Nothing wrong with this. Nothing at all, my dear boy. Every drop of that river is hot melted chocolate of the finest quality. The very finest quality. It may interest you to know there's enough in that river to fill every bathtub in the entire country. And all the swimming pools as well. It's terrific. And just look at my pipes. They suck up all the chocolate and carry it to all the other rooms in the factory where it's needed. Thousands of gallons an hour, my dear children. Thousands of gallons.
Look, over there. He's moving, he's walking. Why, it's a little man. It's a little person. Down there, behind one of those pipes.
She's right, Grandpa. There's a little man. Can you see him?
There's two of them.
Ah, gosh. There is.
can't be real people.
Nonsense! Of course they are real people. They are some of my workers.
Impossible. There are no people in the world as small as that.
No people in the world as small as that? Then let me tell you something. There are more than 3,000 of them in my factory. They are Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas? What do you mean?
Imported direct from Loompa Land. And oh, what a terrible country it is. Nothing but thick jungles infested by the most dangerous creatures in all the world, like hornswogglers and snozzwangers and those terrible wicked wang-doodles. A wang-doodle could eat 10 Oompa Loompas for breakfast and then come galloping back for a second helping. When I went out there, the Oompa Loompas were living in tree houses. They had to live in tree houses to escape the hornswogglers and snozzwangers and wang-doodles. When I found them, they were starving to death. They lived on green caterpillars, red beetles, eucalyptus leaves, and the bark of the bongbong tree. Now, they also loved cocoa beans, but they only found 1 or 2 a year. Now, it just so happens that the cocoa bean is the very thing that all my chocolate's made from. So, I spoke to the chief in Oompa Loompish and told him that if all his people would come and work and live in my factory, they could have as many cocoa beans as they wanted. Well, the chief was so excited, he jumped right up in the air and threw his bowl of mushy caterpillars right out the window. And here they are now. They're wonderful workers, and they all speak English. They also love singing and dancing. I'm sure you'll hear a great deal of singing as the day goes along.
Mummy, Daddy, I've decided I want an Oompa Loompa. I want an Oompa Loompa right away. I want you to get me an Oompa Loompa. I want to take it home with me. Go on, Daddy. Get me an Oompa Loompa.
Now, my pet, we mustn't interrupt Mr. Wonka.
I want an Oompa Loompa.
All right, Veronica, all right. But I can't get it for you in a second, sweetie. Please be patient. I'll make sure you have it before the stay's out.
I want an Oompa Loompa and I want it now. Don't give me lame excuses. Don't ask me how. You're gonna get it for me, or I'll have to scream and scream and scream and scream and scream and scream. I want an Oompa Loompa and I want it pretty quick. Don't care how you do it, don't care what dirty trick you used to get it for me, or I'll have to scream and scream and scream and scream and scream and scream. Oh, Daddy, do you know who's boss? You know what happens when I'm cross. I stamp my feet, I let off steam, and then I start to scream. Scream and scream and scream and scream and scream and scream. Oompa Loompa, you've got the cash. If me no Wonka won't sew up, then I'll make a dash to get one for me, or I'm gonna have to help myself.
Augustus, sweetheart, I don't think you had better
safe.
He'll be marshmallow.
Impossible.
And why not, Mayor?
Because that pipe goes nowhere near the marshmallow. It goes to a room where I made the most wonderful strawberry-flavoured chocolate-coated fudge.
Oh, my poor Augustus. They'll be saying by the pound all over the country tomorrow morning. How dare you laugh like that? You monster! You think it's a joke, do you? You think that sucking my boy into your fudge room is just one great colossal joke?
He'll be perfectly safe.
He'll be chocolate fudge.
Never, I wouldn't allow it.
And why not?
Because the taste would be terrible. Just imagine Augustus flavoured chocolate-coated glue. No one will buy it.
I don't want to think about it.
Nor do I. And I do assure you, madam, that your darling boy is perfectly safe.
If he's safe, then where is he? Lead me to him this instant.
Go over to the Oompa Loompas there and ask them to show you where the fudge room is. Once you're in there, take a stick and start poking about in the big chocolate mixing barrel. But don't leave him in there too long, though, or he's liable to get poured into the fudge boiler. That would really be a disaster, wouldn't it? My fudge would become quite uneatable.
What? What did you say?
Forgive me, Mrs. Gloop. I'm joking. Goodbye, Mrs. Gloop. See you later.
Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop.
How long can we allow this to go and get us feed and everything he wanted to?
Great Scott, it simply wouldn't do.
So what we do in cases such as this, we use the gentle touch.
Come on.
We cried.
The time is right to save him shooting up the pipe.
But don't, dear children, be alarmed. Augustus Gloop will not be harmed.
Although of course we must admit, he will be altered quite a bit.
He'll be quite changed from what he's been when he goes through the fudge machine.
Slowly the wheels go round and round, the cogs begin to grind and pound. 100 knives go slice, slice, slice. We add some sugar, cream and spice.
And out he comes, and now that race, a miracle is taking place.
This boy who only just before was loathed by men from shore to shore. This greedy brute, this louse's ear, is loved by people everywhere.
For who could hate or bear a grudge against a luscious bit of fudge?
Fudge. Oompa loompa doopity-doo, I've got another puzzle for you. Oompa loompa doopity-dee, if you are wise, you'll listen to me. What do you get if you guzzle down sweets, eating as much as an
seen of him for a while. Now, you folks are in for a real treat. Did you know that Mr. Willy Wonka has got his very own yacht? That's right, his very own. And boy, is it sharp. It's bright pink and has got about 10 umbrellas inside, pulling all of the oars. Why am I telling you about the boat? In just a second, you should be able to see it coming out the tunnel. Yes. Yes, here it comes now.
Sure is dark in here. How will those dark Oompa-Loompas see where they're going?
There's no knowing where they're going. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction they are going. There's no knowing where they're rowing or which way the river's flowing. Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs that they're slowing.
He's gone off his rocker.
He's crazy!
He's weird. He's nutty.
He's screwy!
He's batty. He's dippy.
He's dotty.
He's balmy.
He's goofy.
He's buggy!
He's wacky. He's loony. Oh no, he's not.
Switch on the lights, row faster, faster.
Look, Grandpa, there's a door in the wall. It says cream. Dairy cream. Whipped cream. Violet cream. Coffee cream. Pineapple cream. Vanilla cream. And hair cream.
Hair cream? You don't need hair cream.
No time to answer silly questions. Row on, row on.
Look, another door. It says whips. Whips? What on earth do you use whips for?
For whipping cream, of course. You can't have whipped cream without whips. Whipped cream isn't whipped cream at all unless it's been whipped with whips. Just as a poached egg isn't a poached egg unless it's been stolen from the woods in the dead of night. Row on, row on.
Look, another room. It says beans. Cocoa beans. Coffee beans. Jelly beans. And has-beens.
Has-beens!
You're on yourself. No time for arguments. Press on, press on. Stop the boat. We're there.
We're where?
Up there.
What's up there?
You'll see. Here we are, everybody. This is my invention room. All my new inventions are cooking and simmering in here. Old Fickle Grubber would give his front teeth to be in here for just 3 minutes. And so would Prod Nose and Slugworth and all the other rotten chocolate makers. But before we go in, I want no messing about. No touching, no tasting, and no meddling. Is that agreed?
Yes, yes, we won't touch a thing.
Good. Everlasting gobstoppers. They're completely new. I'm inventing them for children who get given very little pocket money. You can suck one and suck one and suck one and it will never get any smaller. It's like gum. It's not like gum. Gum is for chewing. If you try chewing one of these here gobstoppers, you'd break your teeth off. But they taste terrific and they change colour once a week. Now that machine over there makes hair toffee, but I haven't quite got it right yet. But when I do, there's no excuse for little boys and girls going about with bald heads. But Mr. Wonka, little boys and girls don't go about. Please don't argue, my dear child. Please don't argue. Now, if you come over here, I will show you something that sounds terrifically down. Do be careful. Stand back. Here we go.
You mean that's all?
That's all? Don't you know what it is?
By gum, it's gum! It's a stick of chewing gum!
Bite you off! It's a stick of the most amazing, fabulous, sensational gum in the world. It's a chewing gum meal. It's a whole 3-course meal by itself. And I start selling this in the shops. It'll be the end of cooking, cleaning, marketing, knives, forks, plates and washing up. This stick of gum I've just made happens to be tomato soup, roast beef and blueberry pie flavour. But you can have almost anything you want.
What do you mean by that?
If you were to actually start chewing this gum, you would taste all of those things. It fills you up. It satisfies you. It's terrific.
It's utterly impossible.
Just so long as it's gum and I can chew it, and that's me. Come on, Mr. Wonka, hand over this magic gum of yours and we'll see if the thing works.
Now, Violet, let's not do anything silly.
I want the gun. What's so silly?
I would rather you didn't take it. You see, there's still one or two things.
Oh, to heck with that.
Spit it out.
Fabulous. It's great.
Keep on chewing, kiddo. Keep right on chewing, baby. This is a great little bonus. I little girl is the first person in the world to have been chewing their meal. Good morning, Nell. What's happening to your nose? It's turning blue.
Oh, be quiet, Mother, and let me finish.
Your cheeks, your chin, your whole face is turning blue. Mercy, save us. The girl's going through and through. Oh, no. You're going all over. The whole room is glowing.
It always happens like this. It's the blueberry pie that does it. I just can't understand it.
I feel most peculiar.
You're swelling up like a balloon.
Like a blueberry.
Call Dr. Charville.
Just prick her with a pin.
Save her.
All the Oompa Loompas who tried it ended up with blueberries. I can't get it right one day. Wait and see.
But I don't want a blueberry for a daughter. Take her back this instant.
Go over to the Oompa Loompas and tell them to roll Miss Beauregard into the juicing room at once.
The juicing room? What for?
We've got to squeeze the juice out of her. After that, we just have to see how she comes out. I'm really sorry about this all. I really am.
Gee, Mr. Wonka, will Violet ever be alright again?
She'll come out of the de-juicing machine just as thin as a whistle. And she'll be purple. Purple from head to toe. But that's what comes from just chewing disgusting gum all day long.
But if it's so disgusting, why do you make it in your factory?
I can't hear a word you're saying. So come on, follow me.
These are blurring bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, really reach the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and go.
her gum away upon the special little tray.
And settle back and went to sleep. She managed this by counting sheep.
Although how strange, although she slept, those massive jaws of hers still kept in chewing through the night, even with nothing there to bite.
Sleeping mother's great big trap. Open and shut it, snap, snap, snap.
Faster and faster, chop, chop, chop.
The noise went on, it wouldn't stop.
Until at last the jaws decided to pause and open extra wide, and with the most tremendous chew, they bit the lady's tongue in two. And that is why we try so hard to save Miss Violet Beauregard from suffering an equal fate.
She's still quite young, it's not too late, providing she survives a cure.
We hope she does. We can't be sure.
Revolting and wrong, chewing and chewing all day long. The way left a cow does, loompa, loompa, doompa-dee-da. If you're good manners, you will go far. You will live in happiness too, like the loompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo.
Everybody, stop here for a moment and catch your breath. And take a peek through this big glass panel. Whatever you do, don't go in. Don't go into the nut room. You'll disturb the miniature squirrels.
Look, Grandpa, look. Miniature squirrels.
Jeepers, there must be 100 of them round the pile of walnuts in there.
These squirrels are especially trained for getting the nuts out of walnut shells.
But why use squirrels? Why not use Oompa Loompas?
No one can get the nuts out of walnut shells in one piece except squirrels. I insist on using whole walnuts in my factory, so I use the squirrels to do the job. First, see how they tap the nut with their knuckles. If it's a bad nut, it makes a hollow sound. And they don't bother opening it. They simply throw it down the rubbish chute.
Hey, Daddy, I've decided I want a squirrel.
Don't be silly, sweethearts. These all belong to Miss Wonka.
I don't care about that. All I've got at home is 2 dogs, 4 cats, 6 bunny rabbits, 3 canaries, 2 parakeets, a turtle, a green parrot, a bowl of goldfish, a cage of white mice, and a silly old hamster. I want a squirrel!
All right, Dad will get you a squirrel just as soon as he possibly can.
But I don't want any old squirrel. I want a trained squirrel.
Okay. Wonka, how much do you want for one of those crazy squirrels? Name your price. They're not for sale. She can't have them.
Who says I can't? I'm going in there this very minute to grab me a squirrel.
Don't.
All right, I have you.
They've all jumped on her. All of them. 25 have a left arm pinned down. 25 have a right arm pinned down. 25 have a left leg pinned down. 24 have a right leg pinned down. And the last one, it's climbed on her head and it started tap-tap-tapping with its knuckles.
Save her! Veruca, come back! What are they doing to her?
They're testing her to see whether she's a bad nut. Listen. My goodness, she is a bad nut after all. Her head must have sounded quite hollow.
Help me, help me! Help me, Mum! Dad!
chute runs into the great main rubbish chute, which carries away all the floor sweepings from the rest of the factory, all the potato peelings and cabbage and fish heads and stuff like that.
But who eats fish and cabbage and potatoes in this factory? I'd like to know.
I do, of course. You didn't think I lived on cocoa beans as well. And of course that chute goes to the furnace in the end.
Now see here, Wonka, I'll have you know I'm extremely cross about this. I really am. Our daughter may be a bit of a front. I don't mind admitting it, but that doesn't mean you can roast us to a crisp.
Oh, don't be cross, my dear sir. She may not have even gone down the chute at all. And if that's the case, all you've got to do is go in and pull her out again.
Rupert, are you down there?
Goodness gracious me, what a lot of rubbish there's going to be to do. What's it like down there in China?
What on earth's going to happen now?
Oh, I bet they'll turn up sooner or later.
But what about the Great Fire Incinerator?
Oh, that. They only light it every other day. You never know. It might be one of the days when they let it burn out. They might be lucky. Well, I've never seen anything like it. These children are disappearing like rabbits. Oh well, shall we move on?
Oh, yes. My feet are getting tired. I want to watch television.
If you're tired, then we better take the elevator. It's just down the hall. Come on.
Veruca Salt, the little brute, has just gone down the rubbish chute. And as we very rightly thought, that in a case like this, we ought to see the thing completely through. We polished off her hairs too. Down goes Veruca, down the drain. And here perhaps we should explain that she will meet, as she descends, a rather different set of friends. Some who were worse, so old in clay, I smelt from a mile away. A rotten lump, a leaky hair, a thing the cat left on the stair. Some other things as well, each with a rather horrid smell.
These are Veruca's newfound friends that she will meet as she descends, but this is the price she has to pay for going so very far astray.
But now, my dears, we think you might be wondering, is this really right?
That every single bit of blame, and all the scolding and the shame, should fall upon Veruca Salt.
Is she the only one at fault?
Although she's spoiled and dreadfully so, a girl comfortable herself, you know, who turned her into such a brat? Who are the culprits? Who did that?
Alas, you need not look so far to find out who these sinners are. And this is very sad.
Her loving parents, Mum and Dad. And that is why we're glad they fell into the rubbish chute as well.
Great glass elevator. And look at all the buttons
buttons labelled. This isn't just any ordinary elevator. This elevator can go sideways and slantways and any other way you can think of. Just press a button and zoom, you're off. It's fantastic. And of course, each button stands for a room.
Yeah, let's see. It says strawberry juice water pistols, exploding candies for your enemies, stick jaw for talkative parents, invisible chocolate bars for eating in class, and rainbow drops. Suck them you spit 6 different colours.
Come on, enough. Come on, enough. We haven't got to say.
I'm gonna be sick! Isn't there a television room in all this lot?
Certainly, right here.
Whoopee, that's for me.
Hang on, everybody.
I'm gonna be sick!
Please don't be sick.
Try and stop me!
If you're going to be sick, then you better take this.
Make this awful thing stop!
Sorry, can't do that. It won't stop till we get there. I just hope no one's using the other elevator at this moment.
What other elevator?
The one that goes the opposite way on the same track as this one.
Holy mackerel! You mean we might have a collision?
I've always been lucky so far.
Now I am.
Please don't be sick. Don't spoil my hat. We're almost there.
Some ride.
Never again. Now listen to me. Before we go into this television chocolate room, I must warn you. This is very dangerous stuff and you must not tamper with it. Everybody, this is the testing room for my latest and greatest invention, television chocolate.
But what is television chocolate?
Good heavens, child, stop interrupting me. Now, it works by television. I myself don't actually like television. I suppose it's okay in small doses, but children never seem to be able to take it in small doses. They want to sit there all day long, staring and staring at the screen.
That's me.
Shut up. Thank you. Now then, the first time I saw a real television working, I was struck by a tremendous idea. If a photograph could be sent whizzing through the air in a million tiny pieces until it hits an antenna and then put together again at the other end, why couldn't I send a real bar of chocolate whizzing through the air and then put together at the other end, all ready to be eaten?
Impossible.
Think so? Watch me send a bar of chocolate from one end of the room to another. Hand me that bar of chocolate, please. It has to be big, because whenever you send something by television, it always comes out much smaller at the other end. Okay, you there, Mike TV, stand back. There are dangerous rays coming out of that thing. You can be broken up into a million pieces in 1 second. That's better. Switch on.
The chocolate's gone!
It's on its way, whizzing through the air above our heads in a million tiny pieces. Quick, come over here. Watch the screen. Take it.
How can you take it? It's just a picture on the television screen. It's amazing. It's a miracle.
Just imagine, when I start using this across the country, a commercial will flash on and say, eat Wonka's chocolates. They're the best in the world. If you don't believe us, try one for yourself. Now.
Fantastic.
But Mr. Wonka, can you send other things from one place to another in the same way? Like people? Could you send a real life person from one place to another in the same way?
A person? Are you off your rocker?
But could it be done?
Why, I don't really know. I suppose it could. Yes, I'm pretty sure it could. Yes, of course it could. But I wouldn't like to think of it. It could have some very nasty results.
Look at me. I'm going to be the first person in the world to be sent by television. Mike, stop! Come back!
See you later, alligator.
He's gone!
He's on his way, whizzing through the air. We must watch the screen. this. What did you expect?
I can't send him back to school like this. He won't be able to do anything. He'll get squashed. What's that, Mike? No, you can't watch television. I'll throw the television set right out the window the moment we get home. I don't care how much you scream and shout. Dear Mr. Wonka, how will Mike ever grow again?
Well, small boys are extremely springy and elastic. So I suppose if we put him on a machine or have the testing the tough stretching as a gun, he might grow again.
How far do you think he'll stretch?
Maybe miles. But if he's awfully thin, we'll soon fatten him up again with my super vitamin candy. It contains all the vitamins from A to Z. Hand these instructions to the Oompa Loompas over there. And don't look so worried. They all come out in the wash, you know. Every one of them.
The most important thing we've learned, so far as children are concerned, is never, never, never let them near your television set. They yawn and slop and lounge about.
And stare until their eyes pop out.
Oh yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the windowsill.
They never fight, kick or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch.
And wash the dishes in the sink. But did you ever stop to think, to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved tot?
What's the sense of their heads? It kills imagination dead. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. His powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees.
All right, you'll cry.
All right,
You'll say.
If we take recess away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain.
We'll answer this by asking you, what is the darling wants to do?
They used to read, they'd read and read.
And read and read and then proceed. Great Scott, gadzooks.
One half their life was reading books.
Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens and whales.
The pirates wear purple pants and sailors sits in elephants.
And carnivores around a pot, staring away at something hot. Oh, books, what books they used to know. Those children living long ago.
So please, oh please, we beg, we pray,
Go throw your TV set away.
fear not, because we promised you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, that now begin to feel the need of having something good to read.
P.S. Regarding Mike TV, we very much regret that we shall simply have to wait and see if we can get him back his height, but if we can't, it serves him right.
Loompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo, I've got another puzzle for you. Loompa, loompa, doompa-dee-dee, if you are wise, you'll listen to me. What do you get from a lot of TV? A pain in the neck and a lanky of 3. Why don't you try simply reading a book? Or could you just not bear to look? You get the commercials, loompa, loompa, doompa-dee-da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too, like the loompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo. Doompa-dee-doo.
Okay, which room should it be next? Hurry up, we might be going. And how many children are left now?
Gee, Mr. Wonka. I guess it's only Charlie left now.
You mean you're the only one left?
Why, yes.
Oh, but my dear boy, that means you've won. Oh, I do congratulate you. I really do. It couldn't be more wonderful. I had a hunch, you know, Charlie, from the very beginning it was going going to be you. But we mustn't dilly, we mustn't dally. Just think of the arrangements that have to be made before the day is out.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wonka. I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Oh, do forgive me. I get carried away at times. I forgot you didn't know that.
No what?
Tell me, Charlie, do you love my chocolate factory? Think carefully, because it's very important how you feel.
I think I do. Of course I do. Well, all I can say is that I've never spent a more fantastic day anywhere in my whole life. This factory means a great deal to me.
Why do you ask, Mr. Wonka?
Well, you see, Charlie and all the others will receive all the candy I promised, but I want Charlie to receive much, much more. You see, this whole day has been a contest to see who's been the right person for the job.
What job?
You see, Charlie, I'm not getting any younger, and it's not as easy to carry out my ideas as it once was. I need help. That means you.
Me?
Yes, I would like you and your Grandpa Joe, and of course the rest of your family, to come and live in my factory permanently. I can think of no one more I would want to look after this factory and care for it as I have all these years, other than you. I've watched you all day, and you're the type of person who will really appreciate this factory and care for it as I have all these years. You will run the factory. This is, of course, after I trained you and taught you everything I know. Tell me, Charlie, will you accept my offer? If you do, everything I have will be yours.
Will I? Wow, this is more than I ever could have imagined. Will I? Of course I will. Thank you, Mr. Wonka, thank you. Just think of it, Grandpa Joe. Just wait till we told Dad, Mum and the grand folks. Just